The Northwest rivalry renews in Pullman tonight. It's the Zags and Washington State. First time since 2015 these teams have met at Beasley Coliseum. For the Bulldogs, they're looking to stay behind St. Mary's in the WCC race in the number 2 spot. For the Cougs, trying to get things turned around after dropping 6 of their last 7 games. And as we look at that, Mo, we talk about the WCC tournament and implications, not just for the Zags, but obviously for Washington State, because the 1 and 2 get the byes to Saturday. Yes, the 3 and 4 get the byes to Sunday.
Yeah.
5 and 6 have to play on Saturday. So obviously, for Washington State, when we talk about the rivalry, yes, you talk about trying to get back on track, and then you talk about, just from a practical standpoint, putting yourself in position to, get a couple of byes and maybe grab one of those last couple of seeds into Sunday is huge. So there's a lot on the line here as we get ready for this one tonight.
Yeah, it's a huge game, especially local, rivalry, and then, trying to maintain that second spot and trying to clip the heels of St. Mary's, who, all intents and purposes, controls their own destiny. But we got to put the pressure on them with a game at hand next Saturday, and just kind of reminding this area who's the best basketball team, right? I mean, that's a real thing too, and this is a budding rivalry that's going to get more intense. First game was intense, so I'm really, really looking forward to this.
Zags won the first one 88-75, pulling away in the second half for that 13-point win. They'll look for the season sweep here in Pullman tonight. Well, it's almost time for basketball here in Pullman. When we come back, we've got our starting lineups, Mo's keys to the game, and our opening tip. It's all coming up after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football. Nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
The Zags have won 6 straight over Washington State, including an 88-75 win in Spokane back on January the 11th, looking to make it 7 in a row and pick up their first win here in Pullman since 2015. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield. Here's a look at our starting lineups for tonight's game. First for Washington State, they're 16-11 on the season. Nate Calmese gets the start at the point. The 6'2", 164-pounder is averaging 16 points and 4 assists per game. He's joined in the backcourt by Isaiah Watts, who did not play in the first meeting. He was injured. 6'3", 170-pounder, averaging 12 points per game. Lawan Watts will start at the 3 spot. He had a big one against the Bulldogs, 17 points, 6 assists the first time out. Watts on the season averaging 13.5 points and 7 rebounds per game. A transfer from Eastern, where he was the Big Sky freshman of the year. On the front line, we're going to see Ethan Price, a 6'10", 230-pounder, another Eastern transfer. He's averaging 12 points per contest. And Dane Erickstrip, one more of the 5 transfers from Eastern Washington University, the 6'11", 226-pounder, averaging 12 points per game. For the Bulldogs, Ryan Nemhard gets the start at the point. Nemhard, just the 51st player in college basketball history to have 800 assists in a career, closing in on the WCC single-season mark, averaging 10 assists to go along with 11 points per game. Nolan Hickman starts in the backcourt, coming out of an 18-point performance against Pepperdine. On the wing for the Bulldogs will be Caleb Battle. He had 24 against the Waves, and now is averaging 13 points per game. On the front line, Ben Gregg, the 6'10", 230-pounder, gets a starting nod. He's averaging just under 10 points a game, also grabbing 5.5 rebounds per contest. In the middle, it's Graham Ike. Ike leads the Bulldogs, 16.7 points and 7.4 rebounds per game. Price, Watts, Calmese, Watts, and Erickstrip for Washington State. Nemhard, Hickman, Ike, Gregg, and Battle, the starting 5 for the Bulldogs. Mo, keys to the game for the Zags to get out here with a win and stay in that title chase behind St. Mary's.
Pace of play is going to be number 1 to start the game. We need to get out and run. Last time we played them at home, they played a really slow down game, especially in the first half. Second is road poise. It's almost sold out here. It's going to be a loud, visceral type crowd, especially from their student section. Road poise is going to be important. Third, control the glass. We're +7 on the glass right now. Cougars have started to wane a little bit at 1.5 per game. If we can really pound the inside and control the glass, we can control the game.
Let's look at our keys to the game. Bulldogs come out of their huddle. They'll be wearing their home white uniforms, the traditional home whites with Gonzaga across their chest. Red and blue stripes, their names in blue across the backs of the jerseys. Washington State choosing to wear the crimson uniforms with the white trim. WSU across the chests of the Cougar players. Their names in white on the backs of the uniforms. The Bulldogs will move right to left in the first 20 minutes of action here in Pullman. Randy McCall, Eric Curry, and Tino Petty are the officials for tonight's basketball game. As Noel mentioned, they were anticipating a sold-out crowd. Still waiting for some of those fans to get in here, but still going to be the biggest crowd of the game for Washington State, regardless.
Isn't it your favorite that we're wearing white on the road? Isn't that
yes, that is one of my
stuff that grinds your gears?
Yes, it is. Yeah, me and I think Stocks. Call John Stockton right now and ask him what he thinks.
I hear you. Tradition, baby. Let's keep it going.
That's a Washington State decision. They sure called and said, hey, we want to wear our crimson uniforms. So Gonzaga brings the home whites down to Pullman, controls the opening tip, and away we go. There's Nemhard across half court, gives it up left sideline. Hickman, screen from Ike, dribbles to the right wing, back to Ike, off the glass and in. Just like that, the Zags are on the board.
Simple action and DHO to a simple roll, wide open layup.
Calmese into the front court, dribbles on the right side of the floor. Defended by Hickman. Brings it out between the circles. Pass back to Lawan Watts. Lawan Watts going to work on Ike. Shot rejected by Graham. It's out of bounds. Will stay with the Cougs.
Good defense by Ike. The right to left crossover. Watts tried to use the rim as a protector. Ike ducked around it and got that block.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Cougs look to inbound. Lob it into Lawan Watts at the left elbow. Skips it over to Isaiah. They are not related. Now to Calmese on the right sideline. Gives up to Price. Price, top of the key, picks up his dribble. They work in the corner. Lawan Watts, 4 seconds to shoot. Drives. Can't get up a shot. Flips it out. It's into the backcourt where it's picked up by Nolan Hickman. Nolan on the run, 2-on-2, loses the handle, and it's going to turn over to Washington
State. Weird sequence because the ball went into the backcourt. Oh, there's something on the floor.
Fell on the floor.
But Nolan didn't really understand to grab the ball or then pass it, right? It was just a weird sequence.
Yeah, the shot clock violation happened when the ball was in the backcourt.
Exactly, yeah. So, like, I think that, the officials were like, did we blow it? But he had an advantage. You know.
And it stops play to pick up that piece of confetti, and now we'll get back to action as Calmese lobs it in. It's deflected by Hickman, but still gets through to Price. Big man hands it back to Calmese. Point guard had 20 points, 8 assists up in Spokane. There's a drive by Erickstrup, flips it behind his back to Calmese. They work it left side. Into the hands of Lawan Watts, out top to Erickstrup. Erickstrup cut off, kicks it out left side. A three is on the way, and good. Count it for Isaiah Watts. Pretty good defense. Watts buries the three. Nemhard off the screen from Greg, drives with the left, flips it up to the right, shot wouldn't go down. Tip dunk attempt by Ike, no good. Here come the Cougs the other way. Lawan Watts driving, throws it in over Ben Gregg. 5-2, Cougs have the lead. No foul, we're going to play on. Lawan Watts is limping coming out of that play, and kind of an interesting situation, Mo. To be quite honest, that's a wrong call from the official.
Yeah,
I mean, unless Watts is hurt, he's walking down to play defense right now.
Yeah, we should be able to keep going. I mean, I know we're not saying that because we don't. Well,
and he's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, so that's an interesting.
Now, I understand if he felt like he was hurt. But
it still doesn't matter.
No.
You're supposed to. You only blow the whistle when you get the ball back.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I mean, even if I'd say the same if one of our guys was down. That's just how it goes.
Bulldogs trailing 5-2. Here's Hickman left side. Gets a screen from Ike. Bounce back for Graham. It's deflected. Graham comes away with a loose basketball. Skips it right side. Battle. Extra pass Nemhard. He'll drive. Kick back to Battle in the corner. Three. Won't go down. Price has the rebound for Washington State. Cougs the early 5-2 lead. Calmese into the front court. Gives it up right side. Erickstrup. He's got a three on the way. That one comes up short. Ike with the rebound. Graham has it knocked away from behind by Watts. Hickman keeps it alive, able to save it back to Ike. Now for Nemhard. Up the right side, it's Battle. He's open in that corner. Misses another three from there. And the Cougs come away with the basketball. Juan Watts in the front court with it. Bouncing, and he bounced it off the back of Ryan Nemhard. Nemhard comes away with the basketball for Hickman, who drives, has it stripped. Nolan can't finish, and it'll be Gonzaga basketball.
Yeah, that's got to be a 2-foot layup and slap a backboard situation. That's Nolan's been playing better of late, but that's got to be a finish.
The officials telling the Cougar bench to sit down, and the student section does not like that. So those are the boos that you're hearing right now. Nemhard bounces in the paint, looking for Greg. It's taken away by Price. Ben Gregg's going to be called for the foul. Ben's arm just got kind of stuck in the middle there. A tough luck foul, first of the game on the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs trail it 5-2, 2.5 minutes gone by. A lot of energy in this building early. Price inbounds to Calmese. Cross half court with the dribble. Flips it for Isaiah Watts, who dribbles to the right wing. Pass back out to Lawan. Now for Erickstrup at the three-point line. Spins and gives it up to Calmese. Now for Price at the three-point line. Price defended by Gregg. Looking down low for Erickstrup, who catches, spins, little fadeaway hook, won't go down. Battle has the rebound. Caleb will take it himself, 3-on-3, trying to get around Erickstrup all the way to the rim. Challenged by Erickstrup. Battle wanted a foul call, didn't get it. We'll head the other way. Juwan Watts into the front court, backing down Hickman. Now we'll kick it out to Erickstrup, who fires a deep three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Ike. Hands it off to Nemhard. Ryan heads the other way. Still 5-2. Bulldogs scored in their first possession. They haven't scored since. Nemhard to the left side. Picks up his dribble. Out to Gregg between the circles. He'll catch and shoot. That three is an air ball out of bounds. Now Ben's going to say it was tipped. I couldn't see. Coach Few was in front of me, but
I thought it was tipped as well.
Yeah, officials definitely did not think so, and it's going to be Cougar basketball. Yeah, it looked like maybe a couple of opinions that it was tipped, but a turnover to Washington State. Erickstrup with the ball out top, dribbles once, hands it off to Isaiah Watts. Now out to Price. Price, three-point line. To Lawan Watts, the three-point line. Dribbles to his left, pulls up, shoots a three, and gets it to go. 8-2, Washington State with the lead. We've played about 4 minutes of basketball here in Pullman. There's a lob to Ike on the right wing. Fires one over left side to Battle. Kick out to Nemhard. Extra touch to Hickman. He'll penetrate with the left hand. Switch back to the right. The runner is good.
Yeah, good finish right there from Hickman. Needed one to go down.
Here's a drive by Watts, denied by Nemhard. Retreats to the dribble, gives it up to Lawan Watts. Now for Price, the three-point line. Erickstrup goes down. Trying to get some kind of a call from the official who just kind of looks over as Caleb Battle was a little exasperated. Here's Calmise out top with it now. Dribbling to his left. Behind his back, loses the handle. 5 seconds to shoot to Erickstrup. Back to Calmise. Calmise, little step back three. Nowhere close to the basket. The rebound is chased down in the near corner by Nemhard. Flips a long pass up the floor for Gregg, who catches, leans in, and a block is going to be called on Lawan Watts. I think the fans thought it was going to be an offensive foul, but it's going to go against Lawan Watts, and we have an official timeout in Pullman. Frenetic pace here in the first 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Washington State with an early 8-4 lead over the Bulldogs. We're going to take a timeout. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, you're 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Zags trail 8-4, 15:23 to play first half here in Pullman. Hey, Zag fans, the Xfinity 10G network at the faster internet with faster speed going out every day. Enjoy a reliable connection so everyone can be online at once, even during peak hours. Introducing the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. A little sloppy here early, Mo. It has been a frenetic pace through the first 5+ minutes.
Yeah, a lot of energy. Both teams flying up and down the floor. Some missed layups for both teams. Gonzaga 2 for 8, 0 for 3 from downtown. Washington State 3 for 8, but 2 for 5 from downtown. -1 for Gonzaga on the glass, but obviously early start in the game. We've had 2 opportunities at the rim that we've not converted on. Again, winning on the road, you have to do the little things. And I know it sounds completely obvious, but you got to make layups in transition. You got to go off 2 feet, chin the rim. My high school coach, Glenn Williams, used to always say, put an elbow in a guy's face. Not literally, but just if you want to come get it, come get it.
And Gregg's going to shoot 2 free throws. 79% on the season. First one for Ben is all net. Second for Ben is on the way, and that one rattles around, drops for the senior to cut the lead to 8-6. Zags with that 1-2-2 full court press. Here's Price in the backcourt. Big man picks up his dribble, throws a pass up the sideline, almost throws it out of bounds. Calmise chases it down. Calmise brings it back out top, gives it up to Isaiah Watts. He's defended by Nemhard. Dribbles to the right baseline off the screen, feeds it to Price. Checking in for the first time, MD Okafor for Washington State as he replaces Erickstrom. Calmeese driving, 2 seconds to shoot, flips it up. It's rejected by Gregg. Ben gets a piece of it. Outlet to Nembhard, who's into the front court with the dribble. Gives up right corner. Another three for Battle. That one won't go down. He's missed from the same spot 3 times. Ike kicks to Battle again. Extra pass down low. Gregg leans in, scores, and he's fouled. But Ben Gregg was just camped out there. He was asking Ike for it. Graham couldn't see it. Found Battle, who then found Ben for the bucket.
It's a great pass by Battle, who struggled to shoot the ball early. Could have taken another 3, but finds his teammate wide open underneath, and that's a good finish through the contact for Ben Gregg.
Ben's free throw is good and gives the Bulldogs the lead back at 9-8. And the Bulldogs on a 7-0 run here. They scored the first bucket. Washington State answered with 8 of its own, and now the Bulldogs have scored 7 straight. That pressure again. Mike Ajayi is checked into the game, replacing Gregg. Playing well with legs, averaged better than 8 boards a game his last 7. Calmeese dribbling to his right, gets a screen from Okafor. Gives it up, right side. Now out to Isaiah Watts. Left side, Price has it, 4 seconds to shoot. Pass out for Calmeese. Calmeese dribbling out top. Step back 3 is no good, and it misses everything. Shot clock violation on the Cougs.
Nice defense by Gonzaga. Multiple dribble drives. Stayed on their feet. Cut off the driving lanes, and then great contest at the end.
Tomas Thristarson has checked into the game. Young man from Iceland. Was in the starting lineup when we played up in Spokane, but coming off the bench now with a couple of Cougars getting healthy. Zags with the basketball. Here's Ike in the paint. Little fade away, up and in. Deft touch from Graham Ike. The Bulldogs lead is 11-8.
That's a great finish inside. That was a high arcer from about 10 feet.
Watts gives it up. Thristarson has it. Hounded by Battle. Away to Isaiah Watts. Fakes left. Tries to drive right. Can't get around Hickman. Gets a screen from Price. Gives it back to Price, the top of the key. Price maybe got hit in the face, and now here's a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a push against Ajayi. That's Mike's first. Ike will head to the bench. Braden Huff checks in. Erickstrom back on the floor. He'll replace Price. Lawan Watts in for Isaiah Watts. Also in Achente checks in for Caleb Battle. Calmeese flips it in to Watts. Watts backing down Ajayi. Little fadeaway over Mike is good. Cuts it to 11-10. Hickman into the front court up the left side. Picks up his dribble, passes back to Ajayi. Open at the three-point line. That one won't go down, and the rebound goes to Washington State. Okafor comes away with it. And the Bulldogs lead by 1. Here's Calmeese into the front court, far side of the floor. Out to Okafor. Okafor. Thristarson. Left side, Watts fires a one-hander over to the right side. We've got a whistle and a foul, and if that goes against Ajayi, that'll be his second. No, it's Inocente with a hold.
I didn't see that. I didn't think that was a foul.
Inocente's first. 12:53 to play first half. Zags 11, Cougars 10. Calmeese inbounds on the left wing to Watts. That's not a foul. My goodness, don't buy that. I mean, Watts had no intention of doing anything with that except he pulled the ball down, flailed his arms out, and the official called number 2 on Ajayi. One of those NBA plays, Mo, that's making its way down here that I just don't like.
Well, they've outlawed it in the NBA, which is good that they said it's not a foul, so guys just stop doing it. It's just got to be a point of emphasis, too, and I have to agree. I mean, it's not even a shooting motion. He's just slapping hand to hand.
Okafor steps on the baseline out of bounds. Now, Braden Huff gave him a good, healthy shove. And no whistle there. Parker Garrett's is checked into the game. One of 2 players on the roster from last year. We saw him up in Spokane where he scored 7 points. Zags break pressure with a long pass to the front court to Gregg. Bounces in the corner. Inocente back to Gregg. Inocente one more time. Now out to Gregg. Gregg flips over the top. Caught by Huff, who lays it off the glass. And they had the mismatch with Garrett's. Easy 2 for Braden.
Beautiful pass for Ben Gregg. Top down, big to big.
13-10, 12.5 to play first half. Here's a pass right side. Erickstrom challenge 3, no good. Ball is tipped. Nemhard tries to save it. He saves it right into Braden Huff, who was also chasing the loose ball. So it's going to be Washington State basketball. There's not a lot of room. No. They've got seats right behind where the photographers are. So that's the second time we've seen players barrel into those photographers.
Same section, too. They've been drilled a couple times.
Okafor is going to check out. Reed Favors is going to check in.
Some shoulder pads on or something.
Yeah. Favors also injured when we played in the first meeting. He's averaging about 8 points a game, a transfer from Quinnipiac. Inbound to Eric Strip, backing down Greg. Couple of fakes, spins to his right, little hook won't go down. Ball's tipped, still being batted around. It's off the foot of, I believe, Emmanuel Inocente. It is. It's going to stay with the Cougs. Washington State will have it with 20 seconds to shoot. Bulldogs 13, Cougars 10. Garrett's will inbound from in front of the Gonzaga bench. Watts calls for it. He's got it. Now wants a clear out. Watts defended by Huff. Couple of jabs. Now will shoot the jump shot. Come up way short. It's an air ball. Greg comes away with it to Nemhard. Ryan's on the run. Cougs get back defensively. Here's a bounce for Huff. Spins on Watts and scores. My goodness.
Foul on Watts.
Yeah, it was.
Had the hold of his arm.
Quick spin. Got right around him. That's a 5-point lead. Right, Mo. Here's Watts. Dribbling with the left hand to the elbow. Bounces it for Eric Strip. Greg tried to go around for the steal, and Eric Strip gets a lay-in. That is not going to make Coach Pugh happy.
No, he should just let him catch. Eric Strip was 0 for 5 up to that point. Let him catch, body him up, and play defense.
Greg gives it up to Hickman. Right side, Nemhard to Greg. Right back to Nemhard. It's a screen from Greg. Short pass to Huff to the three-point line. Now Inocente gets a screen from Huff. Dribbling out of the three-point line. Bounces to Braden. Defended by Eric Strip. Spins to the baseline. Double team comes. Fires a pass deflected by Watts. Gets through to Hickman. Nolan drives. Shot wouldn't go down. Tip attempt, no good. But Huff comes away with a loose ball. He'll drive. Get Eric Strip in the air. He scores and he's fouled. Braden Huff coming alive off the bench for the Bulldogs as we head to a timeout here at Washington State. 11:05 to play first half. It's Bulldogs 17, Cougars 12. Huff to the free throw line when we come back. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
We're back in Pullman. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here at Beasley Coliseum, where the Bulldogs have a 17-12 lead. Braden Huff headed to the free throw line, and he is off to a nice start off the bench for the Bulldogs here, Mo. Braden has been good inside, as has Graham Ike, the big perfect so far here in the early going.
Yeah, combined 5 of 5 for 10 points. Braden with a chance to go to the free throw line. I like our defensive energy the last 3-4 possessions. You could tell Washington State, too, inside does not want to foul, and so I'd like to see us continue to pound the ball inside and make them play defense. But they're kind of getting out of the way on our catches and just letting us go up and score.
Waiting at the free throw line. 75% on the season. That one's good. Zags have their biggest lead of the game. It's 18-12. Full court pressure for the Bulldogs. Garrett's cross half court. Dusty Stromer just into the game. Deflects the pass to the backcourt, but Garrett's gets it back. Price back in, driving. A foul. Let's see who they get. They'll get Braden Huff. That was kind of an interesting play. Price just threw the ball up in the air. Again, it was just like, hey, look, the ball's loose, so somebody fouled me.
Yeah.
And the official gave it to him. Garrett's out. Calmese back in. So real quick for the Bulldogs, it's Nemhard, Stromer, Greg Innocente, and Huff. Calmese, Lawan Watts, Eric Strupp, Price, and Isaiah Watts for Washington State. Lawan Watts hands it off to Calmese off the inbound play, misses a wide open three. Zags clear the glass. Nemhard gets it to Stromer, who's in the front court, to Greg behind the play. Now Nemhard left side in front of the Cougar bench. Finds Braden Huff down low. Braden dribbles and hits. Well, I think Braden Huff, like all of us, shocked by that pass that Nemhard threw. He jumped in the air.
Do a hook pass, got caught, and teammate bailed him out.
Zags leading it 20-12. Cougs moving around the perimeter. Underhanded flip from Isaiah Watts out to Lawan Watts. In the paint for Eric Strupp, knocked away from behind by Innocente. Eric Strupp trying to keep it alive, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Gonzaga basketball.
Great defense by Innocente. Eric Strupp was trying to post him up. And Innocente didn't have anything to do with that or had something to say about it is what I'm trying to get out. Pushed him off the basketball, forced the turnover.
Three-quarter court pressure from Washington State. Nemhard to Stromer, who brings it across the timeline. Back to Nemhard. Cougs back off into his zone. Nemhard barking out orders. He holds between the circles. Gives it up to Stromer. Now out top for Innocente. Short pass in the sideline. Nemhard finds Huff on the right wing. Back out to Nemhard. 7 seconds to shoot. Ryan picks up his dribble, bounces it back to Huff. Spins the baseline on Price. Shot rejected by Eric Strupp coming over. And here comes Washington State. Bulldogs lead 20-12. Under 10 minutes to play first half. Calmese drives. Lobs it to Price. Price defended by Greg. Backing him down. Spins. Can't get up a shot. Pass back out to Eric Strupp. Eric Strupp. Short pass. Isaiah Watts defended by Stromer to the free throw line. Challenge shot by Greg. Watts hits.
Good shot. That was pretty good defense.
Isaiah Watts with the bucket. Bulldogs lead is 28-14. Greg to Nemhard on the left side. Nemhard drives. Little one-hander up. Won't go down. Ball is tipped out of bounds. The officials are going to say last touched by Huff as he and Isaiah Watts fought for it. Nemhard's going to get a breather for the first time tonight as Nolan Hickman returns for GU. Bulldogs lead is 20-14. Calmese walks it across half court on the right side of the floor. Hickman picks him up defensively, dribbling to his left now. Passes back right sideline for Lawan Watts. Dribbling to the elbow, bounces it for Price. Price faces up, shoots, and hits the mid-range jump shot. 20-16 is the Bulldog advantage. Stromer far sideline. Passes back out to Greg. Now for Stromer again at the three-point line. Stromer to Greg. He's open, fakes the three. Price runs by. Ben drives, shot off the glass. It's good, but an offensive foul. And that's going to be number 2 on Ben Gregg. So Greg and Ajayi each with 2 personals.
That's a good call by the official. I thought Eric Strupp got over there and took it on the chest and had his feet set, Huddy. I think that was a correct call.
Yeah, and to be honest, Mo, I think he was there long enough. Ben probably had an opportunity to slide around him a little bit.
You're 100% right, or jump stop, or go to a jump pass around him and skip it to the corner.
Ajayi with the 2 personals back in. Calmese across half court. Cougs have scored the last 4 points to cut the Bulldogs lead in half. It's 20-16. Lawan Watts 3-point line out to Price, who's defended by Ajayi. They work it back to Lawan Watts. Driving on Huff. Braden challenges. It's an air ball. Innocente rebounds. Able to get it away to Stromer. Dusty pass up the right side. It's Ajayi over there. Picks up his dribble. Needs some help. Gives it up in the corner. Innocente penetrates to the left hand. Cut off to Hickman. Extra pass left side. Stromer shoots a 3 and connects. Stromer from in front of the Coug bench gives Gonzaga the 23-16 lead.
Great swing right there. Middle penetration. Then the ball pinged around. Wide open shot.
Dusty Stromer needed that. Here's Calmese on the far sideline. Can't shake free of Hickman. Gives it up right side. Lawan Watts will fire a three and hit it. The answer comes from Lawan Watts. It's 23-19. Hickman across half court with it, where he's met by Calmise. Gives it up to Inocente at 25-3. Top of the key, Ajayi. Left side, it's Hickman now. Wraps it around to Huff, the three-point line to Stromer on the right side. Another three for Dusty, and another three is good. Back-to-back Gonzaga threes for Dusty Stromer. The lead's back to 7. Into the front court, Calmise with it. Cut off on his drive. Gives it up left sideline. Isaiah Watts over there, defended by Stromer, gets a screen. Pull up is an air ball into the hands of Ajayi. Long pass up the floor, intended for Hickman, gets through. Nolan with Calmise to beat. He scores and he's fouled. Hickman head to the free throw line. How about that pass up the floor?
Beautiful pass from Ajayi. Caught Washington State off guard, but I said it earlier in the game. Go off two, go strong. Hickman does it this time. 3-point opportunity. Great run for Gonzaga.
Bucket for Nolan Hickman. The Bulldogs have a 28-19 lead. Nolan will try to extend it to 10 when we come back from this timeout. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
When you get a Heart Baker pizza from Papa Murphy's, it's like our Valentine to you. It's shaped like a heart, made just for you with savory pepperoni and covered in cheesy mozzarella goodness. But then again, you take and bake it so it's hot and fresh for someone else. So does that make it your Valentine to your family? Well, no matter if it's our Valentine to you or your Valentine to your loved ones, enjoy a Heart Baker pizza this Valentine's Day from Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Back in Pullman, where the Zags lead at 28-19 with Nolan Hickman stepping into the free throw line. 6:51 to play first half. Visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the Roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for a vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. Mo, the Bulldogs starting to shoot the ball pretty darn well here after a 2-for-8 start. The Zags have made 9 of the last 14 from the field.
Yeah, 11-22 overall. Really gotten in a nice rhythm offensively. Some of that's been on the fast break. Defensively, 8-21 for Washington State. So let's see why we're a chance to have a 10-point lead with a free throw to come. The guys are doing an excellent job of executing the game plan so far. I don't know if Washington State has enough physical, what's the word am I looking for?
Acumen? No,
yeah,
that's not
toughness.
Just,
like conditioning, I guess. But not saying they're not out of shape, but it always seems like they're, we're kind of pushing on them, and they're giving up they're exerting a ton of energy already, right? You know what I mean? It's like the game just first half still.
Hickman makes the free throw. The lead is up to 10 for the Bulldogs. It's 29-19. Zags with pressure in the backcourt. Calmise skips it left side into the front court to Isaiah Watts. Lawan Watts has it now between the circles. Short pass back to Isaiah. One-hander to Garston, who's checked back in. Now Calmise. Over left side, Lawan Watts. 6 seconds to shoot. Stromer pressures him. Dribbles to his right, hands it off to Calmise. Calmise turns the corner with the left hand. Shot challenged by Ike. Rolls off the rim into the hands of Battle. KB into the front court with the dribble. Bulldogs look to build on a 10-point lead. Here's a flip over the top. Ike had his hands on it, but coming over from the weak side was Isaiah Watts to knock it down. He comes away with the steal. Cougs go to work on offense. Lawan Watts to Price out top, right side. Starson had it briefly. Freshman out of Iceland gives it up to Calmese. Now left side Price. He'll fire a three. That one's no good. Ike has another rebound for the Bulldogs. Coach View complaining to the official. Lawan Watts keeps coming in late.
Yeah, it's like guys land. Yep, it's dangerous.
Hickman drives, gets all the way to the rim, and lays it in. A little bit of separation there from Ajayi. Gets the wide open lane for the Bulldogs senior guard. 31-19, Watts drives. They're going to see if they call it on the foul, on the shot or not. No, they're going to say out of bounds. The foul goes against Graham Ike.
First call. Team foul on Gonzaga.
Well, that foul against Graham Ike is first of the game. And so now there's a little confusion. The official initially said it was on the floor.
No,
and is that 1-1? So it's a front end of 1-1. Yes, my fault. Lawan Watts good on his first free throw attempt. Watts makes them both. 31-21. Substitution coming for Washington State. And Okafor checks in. Looks like Isaiah Watts is going to come out. So they go with a little bigger lineup. And down to Hickman. From Stromer back to Dusty. And now Nolan will get the Bulldogs into the offensive end. So there's a little bit of token pressure in the backcourt. Hickman gives it up left side to Battle, who's returned. Back out to Hickman. Now right side Stromer, who's knocked down a pair of threes here in the first half. Dusty out top to Hickman. Fires down low. Ajayi catches and is fouled. He goes up for the shot. It's an easy call for the official. 2 shots coming for Ajayi on the foul by Okafor. Mike to the free throw line. Looking for his first points of the night. He's 0 for 1 from the field. Picked up a couple of early fouls. Both he and Greg with 2 personals here in the first half. First free throw for Ajayi is good. The Zags have led by as many as 12 here. Ajayi makes them both. 33-21 the score. Here's that pressure from the Bulldogs again. Calmese picks it up, flips it over right side. Erikstrup just gets it as Ajayi went for the steal. They get it to Lawan Watts in the front court to Okafor, back to Watts. It's the three-point line on the left side of the floor. Retreats with the dribble. Lawan Watts calling for a screen from Okafor. Dribbles to his right, gives it up in the corner. Erikstrup back out to Watts. Watts gets a screen from Okafor. Driving with the left hand, tries to wrap it around to Okafor, loses it out of bounds. It's Gonzaga basketball. Watts is complaining to the official that his arm got hit. And Nolan Hickman is telling the official they to give him a T.
Yeah. That was funny.
Slight smile on his face.
Yeah. Watts carries the basketball every single time. Trying not to complain about it, but it's pretty blatant.
Zags go to work on offense, leading 33-21. Stromer open, another three for Dusty. That one's off the mark. Weak side rebound, Ajayi. Power dribble, little fadeaway jumper. Good.
Excellent weak side rebound, and I love that power dribble. Like you said, he just rises up for a little 6-footer. It's a harder shot than people realize instead of going into the contact.
Isaiah Watts back on the floor, replacing Lawan. Brought it into the front court. There's Calmese now drilling to his right off a screen from Okafor. Now back to his left. Another screen from the backup big man. That shot partially blocked. Stromer comes away with it off the front of the rim to Hickman. Hickman into the front court. Changes directions. Gets into the paint. One-hander comes up short. Ike rebounds and is fouled by Erikstrup. Good activity for the Bulldogs here these last 8 or 10 minutes. Gonzaga 35, Washington State 21. We've got an official timeout on the floor here at Beasley Coliseum. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Back in Pullman, where the Bulldogs are trying to pull away here late in the first half. It's Gonzaga 35, Washington State 21. Bulldogs, Mo, have gone to +6 on the glass now.
Yeah.
Starting to take over there as we're seeing them really start to establish themselves.
Yeah, just really, crashing the inside, and then against that little zone that Washington State was imploring, you got to activate the bottom guy on the zone, especially on the weak side. That's the hardest thing about running a zone is your ability to rebound on the defensive side. So our guys have really done an excellent job of exploiting that. Braden Huff has been terrific inside, 4 or 5, 9 points. Mike Ajayi's done a good job of flying around inside as well. Nolan Hickman's been good from the perimeter. Great start.
Lawan Watts has hit 4 of 7 field goal attempts to lead the way for Washington State. He has 12 points. He's knocked down a couple of threes. The rest of the Cougs are 4 of 17 combined. Bulldogs have opened up this 14-point lead. 3:58 to play in our first half. Zags with their biggest lead of the game so far. Return to action. The Zags will inbound. It's Hickman from the baseline, passes into Ike. Nemhard has returned. He was in the back court, but the Bulldogs threw it in the front court. Battle gives it up to Ike. His shot is blocked. Looked like Eric Strip got a piece of it. Here's Isaiah Watts getting to the baseline with the dribble pass back out to Price. Big man at the three-point line gives it up to Eric Strip. Eric Strip, left side, Calmise. Calmise back to Eric Strip at the three-point line. Nemhard closes out. Step-in jumper won't go down. Battle had his hands on the rebound. Price ripped it away from him. Steps out to the three-point line. Bounces to Eric Strip. Eric Strip spins, leans in. Shot wouldn't go. Ball tips. Nemhard with an extra tip, but it's chased down by the Cougs. Chris Harston wide open. 3 left side. Good. Scramble play. Bulldogs couldn't secure the rebound. The Cougs make him pay.
Bad luck.
Nemhard walks across the timeline. Short pass left side to Hickman. Gets a screen from Ike. Passes back to Graham. Leans in and scores.
Get his balance right there and just go off 2. Good finish.
37-24. Isaiah Watts pulls up off a Price screen. Misses a deep 3. Ajayi clears the glass. Gives it up to Nemhard. Moves across half court with a dribble. Defended by Isaiah Watts. Pass out to Ajayi. Gives it up to Hickman, right side off a battle screen. Shoots a 3. It's no good. Ike tips it in, but a foul's going to be called before as Price just put his forearm into Graham's upper back and hammered him. And the official's going to say that the foul happened before the tip. I mean, what a finish for Graham after being crushed by Price like that. And I know you want it, but it's the foul.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like you're like, I'll let that one go, but nonetheless, one-on-one opportunity for Graham Ike.
Front end is all net for EK. Bulldogs continue to be top 10 in the country in free throw percentage as a team, shooting better than 79%. A lot of that's Caleb Battle, who's top 10 individually at better than 93%. Graham makes them both 39-24. More pressure in the backcourt from Gonzaga. Calmise gets it away to Price. Big man dribbles into the front court. His pass is kicked by Ajayi. Bulldogs really getting it done in the defensive end right now, Mo. They're flying around.
Yeah, they've done a good job of using that 1-2-2 press, and then offensively or defensively in the half-court man-to-man, switching multiple actions.
Calmise off the handoff, drives, flips it up, wouldn't go down. Rebound to Ike. Rastarson is whistled for the personal foul. And he doesn't like it, and I don't know why. Graham has a great rebounding position, and he ran right through it.
I think he's more frustrated with himself too.
Yeah, that could be.
What did I just do? No reason to
head the other way.
Bash into somebody right there. They clearly got the inside position, are going to get the rebounds.
Trying to think over all my years, Mo. Rastarson is the first kid from Iceland that I recall. His brother's actually playing at Davidson.
Oh, really?
It's not a very big place. I think the entire population of Iceland is essentially the size of Spokane.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 300,000.
300,000, I didn't know that.
300,000, yeah. A pretty good-looking freshman.
Yeah.
He makes the first.
You mentioned he used to be in the starting lineup, and then they got a little more healthy, but looked all right up in Spokane, if my memory serves. First game.
Ike makes both free throws. Bulldogs 41, Cougs 24. More pressure from Gonzaga. Price in the backcourt. Back to Calmise. He gets across the timeline. Passes in the corner to Erikstrup. Erikstrup takes the three. Drives with a one-hander. A little bit too strong. Ball tipped. Still batted around. And it's Battle who chases it down. KB all alone on the run. And he throws down a two-handed dunk. 43-24 Bulldogs.
Travel.
And we've got a travel on Washington State. Isaiah Watts turns it over. And the Zags are pouring it on here. Ike has 10. Huff with 9 as they are pacing Gonzaga offensively. That's Battle's first bucket on 5 attempts. A 30-second timeout called by Washington State. Zags leading by 19. We'll visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the Roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for a vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. Again, the Bulldogs got off to a little bit of a slow start here. They were 2 out of 8. They've made 13 of 22 cents. They've made all 11 of their free throws, plus 7 on the glass. They've held Washington State to 9 out of 30 from the field.
Great energy so far. Just really doing the job on the defensive end. Washington State, we talked about their turnover problems. Start of the game, they do not look very comfortable with the basketball.
Cougs have gone 1 of their last 10 from the field after a respectable 8 for 20 start. Zags have put the clamps on the Cougs here in the later stages of this first half. Hickman out top, pressure, gets it away right wing to Ajayi, knocked away by Erikstrup. Mike chases down the loose ball. Pulls up, shoots over Erikstrup and hits. Stare down jumper, Bulldogs lead by 21.
Coach Few didn't like that shot.
No.
It was funny. He was mumbling something to himself.
Lawan Watts defended at the right elbow by Battle. Picks up his dribble, hands it off to Erikstrup. To Price, left side back to Lawan Watts, who returns. Gives it up to Calmise. Lawan Watts can't get Ajayi off his feet. Spins, forces one. Ike comes away with it. To Nembhard, bounces in the front court for Hickman. Nolan's on the run and has his shot rejected. Nolan is fouled, lands on his back. And he appears to be a little shaken up. He's going to spin back over and see if he's okay. Kind of an interesting play there, Mo. Nolan's had a couple of them this half. he's got that layup, and then I don't remember who it was, but somebody spread out to the corner and had a wide open look at a three. It almost looked like he was looking over there thinking about throwing the pass, and at the last second tried to lay it in.
I hate to be, critical, but I like kids going off too, man, in that situation when you're going to have a bash where a guy's chopping his steps at the rim. It just allows you to catch yourself a little bit. Now, I know there's a difference between I was a 2-foot jumper, and I know 1-foot jumpers as Nolan makes the first. So, great plays, had a great first half, but I just like maybe go off two in that situation or pump fake and let the guy sail out of bounds and just lay it up. Like, that's a dangerous play. Not his fault, but you have to expect contact as he makes the second free throw and kind of protect yourself. And that starts from how you jump.
Zags more full court pressure. Cal Meese in the backcourt with us. We go under a minute to play first half. Throws a pass to the front court. There's Eric Strip. Extra one to Watts, who lays it off the glass. 47-26 is our score. Battle across half court. Over to Nembhard. Gets a screen from Ajayi. Picks up his dribble. Ajayi posting up. Spins baseline on Cal Meese. Gets under the basket. Kick out to Battle. Touches it over to Hickman. Catches and fires. The three for Nolan is good from in front of the Cougar bench. Zags 50. Washington State 26. And Coach Pugh wants a timeout. Innocente is going to check in for this final defensive stand. 24.8 seconds. Still left. The shot clock is off, so Innocente is going to check in. And Mo, how about the Bulldogs' offense here of late? I mean, he had 107 against Pepperdine on Saturday, scored 88 against San Francisco. On a 50-point first half here. The offense is clicking pretty good right now.
Yeah, we're rolling and sharing the basketball. 17 of 32 overall. 13 of 13 from the free throw line as well, so making them pay when they commit personal fouls. Really enjoy the pace of play right now for Gonzaga. Defensively, we're terrific as well. Washington State just does not have an answer for our switch packages, and then how much we're active with our hands and our bodies without fouling on the defensive end.
A 15-2 run for the Bulldogs here over the last 2.5 minutes to open this lead. It'll be Battle, Ike, Innocente, Nembhard, and Hickman for the Bulldogs. Lawan Watts inbounds for Cal Meese. Clock started rolling before he touched it. Nobody noticed, so we won't say anything. Lawan Watts gives it up left side back to Cal Meese. About 40 feet from the basket. Right side pass. They work it back left side now to Watts, top of the key. 7 seconds left in the half. Watts fakes a handoff, drives like he got away with the travel, bounces down low. Eric Strupp lays it in with the left hand. Eric Strupp with the layup. Just a second before the first half expires. Still an impressive first 20 minutes for the Bulldogs, who lead it by a score of 50-28. Halftime show coming your way next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCUA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Now, let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here at halftime. The Bulldogs enjoy a 22-point lead at Beasley Coliseum. Zags scored the first bucket tonight to lead 2-0. Cougs scored 8 consecutive points after that, but it was the Zags' turn to rally as Ben Gregg puts GU back on top. Ike kicks the battle again. Extra pass down low. Gregg leans in, scores, and he's fouled. But Ben Gregg was just camped out there. He was asking Ike for it. Graham couldn't see it. Found Battle, who then found Ben for the bucket. Ben Gregg, Mike Ajayi each picked up 2 personal fouls in the first half. Both played just under 10 minutes. But Mo, nice response from the Bulldogs. You come to these, we talked about it, right? I mean, there are a ton of people in here. I don't know, it's quite sold out, but it's a really big crowd. They were behind the Cougs. Watts hits a couple of threes, and they're feeling pretty good about themselves. But the Bulldogs did a nice job of settling down.
Settled down and didn't get the freak out mode, and did respond to some of the trash talk and all that things that Watts was doing early. Hit a couple threes, and he was talking to Graham Ike on the way down. But good job by Ajayi and Ben Gregg, our 2-4 spots, 11 points combined.
Bulldogs will lead it 20-16. That's when Dusty Stromer knocked down a 3. 3 came from Watts to cut the lead to 4. Then it was Stromer for the Bulldogs one more time. Gives it up to Inocente at 25-3. Top of the key, Ajayi. Left side, it's Hickman now. Wraps it around to Huff, the three-point line to Stromer on the right side. Another 3 for Dusty, and another 3 is good. Back-to-back Gonzaga threes for Dusty Stromer. The lead's back to 7. How about Dusty Stromer? 1 made 3 in his last 5 games, Mo. And if anybody needed it, it was Dusty. Made 2 in the first half.
Made 2, and even that third one looked good that he took against the zone. So just really catching it with, poise and wanting to make shots, and got one to go down.
A lead was 7 at that point. It would continue to grow. Nolan Hickman for the Bulldogs, the leading scorer in the first half with 12. Cut off on his drive. Gives it up left sideline. Isaiah Watts over there, defended by Stromer, gets a screen. Pull up is an air ball into the hands of Ajayi. Long pass up the floor, intended for Hickman, gets through. Nolan with Calnese to beat. He scores, and he's fouled. Hickman head to the free throw line. How about that pass up the floor? Hickman 4 out of 8 from the field for the Bulldogs, Mo, who just did a fantastic job. Again, it was 20-16. The lead started to grow, and then they went on that 15-2 run to really take control of this game.
It was terrific defensive work, and then obviously getting out in transition and turning the defense into offense. Ball was pinging around. It was beautiful first half basketball for Gonzaga.
Zags lead by as many as 24 in the first 20 minutes. They lead it by 22 at the break. 50-28 is our score. Mo and I are going to take a break here in Pullman. When we come back, Matt Schweikert standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios with our halftime show score update. Again, it's Zags 50, Cougs 28. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela. Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
Gonzaga leading Washington State 50-28 at halftime. While we've got the opportunity, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield. Quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard. We got one other game in progress in the WCC, and it just tipped off moments ago. St. Mary's and Portland scoreless, only 16 seconds played in that one as St. Mary's looks to improve to 14-1 in league play, stay 2 games clear of Gonzaga. Portland been playing well as of late, however, picked up nice wins against Oregon State and Washington State last week. We do have a couple more games tomorrow in the WCC, 3 in fact, 2 of them tipping off at 7 o'clock. San Francisco will be at home against Pacific, and Oregon State will pay a visit to Pepperdine. And then at 8 o'clock, Santa Clara will welcome in Loyola Marymount. We do have a couple of games in progress in the top 25. At halftime, it's number 1 Auburn with a 6-point lead over Arkansas, 33-27. Janai Broom with 8 points and 7 rebounds at the half for the Tigers. And number 15, Mizzou with a big lead over Alabama late in the first half, up 57-42. 104 to go in the first half. In that one, Mark Mitchell with 18 points in the first half for Missouri. And also at halftime, number 10, St. John's has jumped out to a 16-point lead over DePaul, 51-25. One final score from earlier tonight. It was number 17, Kentucky, using a big second half to pull away from Vanderbilt to win it 82-61. The Wildcats led by just 1 at the break, but they outscore the Commodores 41-21 in the second half. Once again, our score here at halftime, Gonzaga 50, Washington State 28. Take another break, and our halftime coverage will continue next on the. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Back in Pullman, where the Bulldogs are leading Washington State 50-28, is our score. Ag West Farm Credit is a financial cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. From small family businesses to large operations, Ag West brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future. First half statistics, the Bulldogs led by Nolan Hickman, 12 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Graham Ike had 10 points in the first half. He was 3 out of 4, made all 4 of his free throws. 6 points for Ajayi, 5 scored by Greg. 2 for Caleb Battle. Braden Huff off the bench with 9. Dusty Stromer hit a couple of threes for 6. Zags 17 out of 32 from the field, 3 out of 10 shooting threes. Perfect at the free throw line, 13 out of 13. Mo, look at that line for Ryan Nemhard right now, and think you still built a 22-point lead.
Yeah, he didn't play as much as he normally does. That crew that subbed in for him, they had that nice little run, that 52 run. So you normally don't see that type of line from him, but we've played so good in other spots, it really hasn't been noticeable.
Now, the Bulldogs again 17 out of 32 as a group. They shoot 53% from the field. Third straight half where they've shot better than 50%. Meanwhile, for Washington State, 11 out of 33 as a group, just 33%, 4 to 12 shooting threes. They made both of their free throw attempts in the first half individually. Lawan Watts scored half of their points. He had 14 of the Cougs' 28 on 5 of 9 shooting from the field. The rest of the team went 6 out of 24. So it's been all Lawan Watts here in the first half. And Mo, again, you talked about the game up in Spokane. Zags did a nice job of slowing down some of the guys who do good work for Washington State, and they have done that so far here in the first half.
Yeah, we've defensively done a great job on Eric Strupp and then Price as well. Combined, 6 points, and Eric Strupp 2 for 10. Cal Meese 0 for 7. So great defensive effort and scout on those guys. Obviously, there's still a half to go. These are talented players, but if we continue to limit them, it's going to be really hard for Washington State to have a chance to come back.
Zags lead by as many as 24 in the first half. They lead it 50-28 at halftime. The Bulldogs led for 15 minutes, 37 seconds in the first 20 minutes. 2 lead changes, 1 tie in the first half. Second half action coming your way from Pullman after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Back in Pullman, Gonzaga 50, Washington State 28. Mo, Bulldogs have an opportunity to close this thing out and get ready for St. Mary's on Saturday. What do you want to see?
Continue the pace of play. The defense was terrific in the half court. Then we got out and ran. Obviously, keep going inside. Graham Ike and Braden Huff had great first halves, respectively. Just much more of the same as we did in first.
Zags, after 2 great starts from the field, made 15 of 23 field goals to end the half. Zags 10 assists, 4 turnovers, just 1 assist for Ryan Nemhard, who leads the country with 10 per game. Washington State has balls, return to action. Isaiah Watts passes right side, Lawan Watts. He had 14 in the first half, bounced it to Price. Price defended by Greg, who plays with 2 fouls, backing him down. Fades, forces, and it's an air ball. Erikstrup saves it, but he steps on the baseline. It'll be Gonzaga basketball.
Air ball from 8 feet, right?
Not an inspiring way to.
No, not a good way to start the half if you're a Coug.
Zags move left to right in the second half. Nemhard into the front court, over to Battle on the near sideline. Out top to Greg. Bounces it to Hickman coming off the screen. Bounces for Ike. Graham going to work on Erikstrup. Spins. Here comes a double team. Kick out left side Battle. Extra pass Nemhard. Tonight on his drive. Flips it over to Battle. Head of steam down the baseline. A little runner. Too strong. That's an air ball. And Lawan Watts comes away with it. Lawan Watts trying to go coast to coast. Loses the handle. It is out of bounds. So a couple of missed 8-footers and a turnover to open up this second half. Minute gone by here in the second. As Zags lead is still 22. Nemhard brings it up, Hickman brings it up for Nemhard this time around. Now gives it up to Ryan. Screens from Ike at the top of the key. Dribbles to the right wing, off the glass, and good for Nemhard, his first bucket of the game. 52-28, Zags on top. Price dribbling on the right side of the three-point line. Gives it up to Isaiah Watts. Dribbling to his left. Pass intended for Price is stolen by Hickman. Nolan with Price to beat. Little Euro step, lays it up. Shot was blocked by Lawan Watts. There's Isaiah Watts the other way. Dribbles behind his back. Dribbles across the paint. Now gives it up to Erikstrup. Big man. Back to Watts on the far sideline. Picks up his dribble. Lobbing over the top for Lawan Watts. And Nolan Hickman grabbed his arm. Held his head up. Said, yep, you got me. We'll take that one instead of the easy two.
Good foul. Smart foul right there. Got beat on the full front. They flobbed over the top. So easy basket. Taken away, smart play.
Look at the replay. It probably should have been a goaltend
I
call
thought so
here.
too. I thought it hit glass first, but
inbound, Lawan Watts, three-point line, bounces for Erikstrup. Defended by Battle, skips it left side, catch and shoot three for Calmeese. Won't go down. Erikstrup pulls his way in, grabs the rebound, and lays it in. Zags into the front court. Pass intended for Ike is poked away by Erikstrup. Zags one bound on the baseline, right by the corner on the left side of the floor. Nemhard's going to inbound. Calmeese defends the inbound pass. Pass to Hickman off an Ike screen. Gets it out to Greg. He'll fire a three. That one won't go down. Watts had his hands on the rebound. Ike poked it away, but Watts able to control. Watts one-handed pass in the front court to Calmeese on the far side. Out top, Erikstrup drives. He's body bumped by Battle and foul. Couple of shots coming for Erikstrup.
Number 99.
Erikstrup averaging 12.5 points a game, had 11 in the first meeting. I struggled here tonight so far. 3 out of 11 for the field, or from the field for 6 points. First free throw for Erikstrup is good. Erikstrup ready for his second. It is on the way and also good. 20-point Gonzaga lead. Hickman leaves it for Nemhard. Leaves across half court with the dribble. Gets a screen from Ike to the right wing. Fires a pass back to Greg. Greg gives it up to Ike down low. Here comes a double team. Spins away from it to the baseline. Back to the middle to Nemhard. Touches it to Hickman. 3 right side. Good for Nolan. Hickman has 15 in the game, and the Bulldogs' lead is 55-32. Lawan Watts fakes the 3, drives on Ike, can't get up a shot. Bounces it for Price, who dribbles out, hands it off to Calmeese on the right wing. One-handed pass to Isaiah Watts out top. Left side, Erikstrup. Fakes the 3. Trying to back down Battle. Can't. Here's a whistle and a foul. Let's see who they got down there. It's
Hickman.
Nolan Hickman on the hold. A couple times he's had that mismatch against him.
Yeah, they're going with a full front against their bigs, our smalls against their bigs inside, so sometimes get caught. Tough ask.
Calmes looking to inbound. Passes into Airstrip in the corner where he's immediately trapped. Back to Calmes to Price. Extra pass out to Watts. He shoots a three. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Hickman. All into the front court. Leaves it for Gregg. Ben looking down low. Quick pass intended for Ike is stolen away by the Cougs. Telegraph that one.
Yeah, too much.
Watts comes away with a steal. A little crossover on Hickman. Drives, gets underneath the basket. Had it stripped away by Gregg. Here come the Bulldogs the other way as Ben hands it off to Nembhard. Ryan weaves his way to the free throw line. Beautiful no look intended for Gregg.
Nice
knocked
pass.
away by Watts. Gregg comes away with a loose ball and finds Ike.
They'd be nutmegged. To watch the state defender.
57-32. Watts driving, cut off by Gregg. Spins and forces, misses badly. Tip-in attempt is good for Calmes, who flies in out of nowhere.
His first made field goal of the game, Calmes.
Calmes tips it in, 57-34, and Washington State calls a timeout with 16 minutes and 3 seconds to play. Zags with the lead. It's 57-34. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Gonzaga basketball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer. Let's go places. Alongside Adam Morse and Tom Hudson with you here at Beasley Coliseum tonight. First time the Bulldogs have been here since December of 2015, and it's been a nice return for the Zags, who lead right now 57-34, Mo, and for the Bulldogs, you just keep up the intensity you like. I mean, I know there hasn't been great separation here. You outscored them by 1 early, but it doesn't matter. The intensity has been there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you guys just have the same intensity. You got to fly around and not look at the score, play it 0-0. I know that's cliche, but it's so true. Keep sawing wood, and then eventually Washington State's going to have to mount a crazy comeback to get back in the basketball game, and then eventually, most likely, wave the white flag.
15 for Hickman to lead the way for Gonzaga, who is leading scorer in the ball game. Ike has 12. Lawan Watts has scored 14 to pace Washington State. So Nembhard, after the Calmes tip-in, will bring the ball up the floor, bounces it in the front court to Hickman, gives it up to an Achente, who's checked in for battle. Also, Mike Ajayi on the floor for Gregg. Comes back off into that 1-2-2 zone. Here's a pass to Hickman in the right corner. Dribbles away from pressure. High post pass to Ike. Catches and shoots. Comes up short. Ajayi tries to tip it, but it's Price who comes away with a rebound. Watts bobbles, and I hate that play. He lost the handle on it and is able to pick it up and start dribbling again. That's
well, if you pick
that's
that's what I'm
peeves.
saying. If you keep the dribble alive, but he can't pick it up, and then air ball.
Right side 3. It's an air ball from Isaiah Watts. Zags bring it the other way. It's Hickman into the front court. Short pass to Ike. Bulldogs have a mismatch down low, but Ike can't get it to Jai. Nemhard now. Nemhard to the free throw line. He'll pull up and fire a jumper. That is good.
Good shot. Jai was wide open underneath in position.
Zags 59, Cougs 34. Isaiah Watts gives it up to Lawan Watts out top. Gets a screen from Price. They work it back into the hands of Calmese to the free throw line. Now out top. Back right side, Lawan Watts fakes the three, dribbles in, passes up a couple of wide open looks, gives it up to Calmese, who knocks down the shot and cuts the lead to 59-37. Ajayi looks down low. Ike catches and misses. Lawrenson came over late and just kind of got a little body on Graham, seemed to bother him. Calmese, little crossover dribble, gets a screen from Price, dribbles in front of his own bench now, passes out to Price. Price trying to drive with the left hand, picks it up on the wing. Over to Calmese, he'll step back and fire number three. That one won't go down. Rebound Ike for the Bulldogs. Nemhard quickly into the front court, fires in the right corner into Gente. Fakes the three, into the paint with a dribble. Shot a little too strong. Ajayi fights for the rebound, but it's Watts who comes away with it for the Cougs. Oh, you're right. He carries it every single time.
Carry.
I
mean, that's blatant, too. He's a great player. I think he's the best player, but that's a carry.
Price, and that was, too.
It's such an advantage. It's so hard to guard, right, if you're allowed to carry it that much.
Double pump three is good. Christarson knocks it down. 59-40. We still have 13 and a half to play. Coug fans getting a little bit excited here. Bulldogs can quiet them. Nemhard dribbles to the right wing with it. Gives it up to Hickman. Hickman fakes the three. Drives. Little runner. Rims around and finally drops for Hickman, who has 17.
Good finish.
Graham Ike with a double-double here tonight after that last rebound, his sixth of the year. Helped the Bulldogs his 21-point lead. Watts driving. Shot fake. Got Ike in the air. Graham fouled him, and Watts is headed to the free throw line. Stromer and Huff are going to check in when we come back from this timeout. Bulldogs 61, Cougs 42. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
When you get a Heart Baker pizza from Papa Murphy's, it's like our Valentine to you. It's shaped like a heart made just for you with savory pepperoni and covered in cheesy mozzarella goodness. But then again, you take and bake it so it's hot and fresh for someone else. So does that make it your Valentine to your family? Well, no matter if it's our Valentine to you or your Valentine to your loved ones, enjoy a Heart Baker pizza this Valentine's Day from Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Washington State's outscored the Bulldogs 14-11 in the second half. Still, it's a 61-42 lead for the Zags with 12:50 to play in our basketball game. If you're looking for an all-star lineup of sporty all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, make the smart play and head on out to Cal. With the final 12 minutes and 50 seconds here in Pullman, and then we're back in Spokane on Saturday for senior night. It's crazy to think that's the last home game of the year, but that's coming up. Just a couple of days, and the Bulldogs will wrap up the regular season with a brilliant at Santa Clara on Tuesday, at San Francisco on Saturday road trip.
That's just waste time and money and do all those things to just travel more. It just makes perfect sense.
Lawan Watts is going to step to the free throw line. Again, the Bulldogs coming into play tonight, 2 games behind the Gales. Zags with losses to St. Mary's, Oregon State, and Santa Clara. St. Mary's only loss coming at the hands of San Francisco. Watts' free throw, no good. Inocente has the rebound for Gonzaga. Checking in is Case Wynot for the first time. Moves back off into his zone. Not the young kid out of Idaho. Here's a nice feed from Stromer to Huff, who catches, spins, and scores all in one motion.
The kid from Lapaway, I believe, he's the Idaho all-time leading scorer. Something like 3,000 points or something. That's crazy.
Watts right wing, retreats with the dribble. Gives it up right side. Starson dribbles over to the far corner. Gives it up to Eric Strip. Underhanded flip Calmise. Dribbles to the free throw line. Out to Wynot. Now Calmise again. 7 seconds to shoot. Back to Watts. 3-point line left side. Bowles his way up. They're going to call it, right? They got to travel. Could have got him for an offensive foul. It was take your pick. It'll be a turnover on the Cougs. We talked about their troubles with turnovers on the season, averaging about 15 a game. I believe that is their 11th of the night. Ajayi has it. Gives it up left side to Inocente. Bulldogs look to build on a 63-42 lead. Inocente gives it up to Huff, who's bumped almost out of bounds by Eric Strip. Zags keep possession. Stromer drives. Eric Strip bumps him. Dusty ends up on the deck, and he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. However, before he does that, we have an official timeout. 11 minutes, 43 seconds to play in our ball game. Dusty Stromer to the free throw line when we return. It's 63-42 Zags. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service. And that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
We're back in Pullman, where the Bulldogs have a 63-42 lead. Hey, Zag fans, want to win tickets for the next men's home game? Stop by Wheatland Bank to enter for your chance to win 2 tickets to the next game. Check online at wheatland.bank/Gonzaga-tickets-giveaway for more details. So we've been handed attendance numbers, not quite a sellout.
What'd they say?
Officially, depending on who you believe on a sellout, it's a little over 12, but closer to 11.6. I think they might have taken a few seats out. 10,219, the announced attendance. Largest crowd since they retired Klay Thompson's jersey against Oregon State back in 2020.
Good for them.
Yeah, big crowd, and the Bulldogs done a nice job of keeping them out of the game for the most part.
Yeah, hasn't been a factor at all. I was a little worried about it coming into it, and especially with the student section that's known to consume alcoholic beverages before sporting events and during sporting events.
Quite a few of those fans have vacated their seats.
Yeah. Head back home.
First free throw for Stromer is off the mark. First miss by the Zags here tonight. Dusty goes 1 for 2. 7 points for Stromer. 64-42. Isaiah Watts in the right corner to Erikstrup. Dribbles out, hands it off. For Starson. Under pressure from Nemhard. Retreats to almost half court. Picks up his dribble. Pass knocked away by Ajayi and stolen by Ajayi. He's got Lawan Watts to beat. And Watts is whistled for the personal foul. I don't know if Mike, let's see. He's going to say he was in the act of shooting.
Well, they gave him the baseline OB. Thought he was going up.
I did too. And Huff is going to, or excuse me, Hickman's going to inbound for Bulldogs. Huff trying to post up. Nolan's going to throw a baseball pass into the backcourt for Nemhard. Coach Pugh calls out the play. Nemhard dribbles it just inside of half court. Left side pass to Hickman. Hickman driving. Gets all the way to the rim. Lays it up. And they're going to call Ajayi for an offensive foul. It said he got pushed. And then Lawan Watts just shoved Ajayi. The official was too busy with his, I just made that offensive foul call to pay attention. So Ajayi whistled for his third. Pressure in the backcourt for the Bulldogs for the first time here in the second half. Just break it. I'll go to work on the offensive end. Erikstrup, top of the key where he's defended by Huff. Dribbles to his left, hands it off to Watts. Gives it up. Why not trying to drive? Falls down. Bulldogs come away with it, but Ajayi turns it over, trying to throw a pass up the floor. Here's a feed. And it was Isaiah Watts finding Starson.
Nemhard on the ground.
Looks like Nemhard is down. Didn't quite see what happened.
He fell hard.
And the official is going to call Coach Pugh and Josh Therian, our trainer, out onto the floor. But Ryan gets up, says he's okay.
Thank goodness.
He's limping a little bit. His thumbs up over to Coach Pugh.
Yeah, I thought that looked like it could have been a sprained wrist or something, catching your fall. Sometimes it's better. It's going to sound funny, but to take the crash on your side, you know what I mean, instead of trying to break your fall.
Both free throws are good. The Bulldogs lead is 20. Here's pressure in the backcourt from Washington State. Hickman trapped, gets it away to Stromer. Stromer in the far corner. Ajayi back out to Stromer. Hickman between the circles. Stromer again left side. Picks up his dribble to Ajayi. Ajayi fakes left, drives right on Erikstrup, who blocks the shot. Blocks it out of bounds. It'll be Gonzaga ball, 7 seconds to shoot. He's going to inbound. Looks like Nemhard will take over for Hickman. Lawan Watts is stepping out of bounds, trying to defend the inbound. Bulldogs get it into Ajayi. His shot is blocked. Erikstrup, who has been very busy down there and very, very physical, is called for the personal foul. Lawan Watts, the official told him to move back. I don't know if you saw that, Mo. He didn't retreat an inch, and then he stepped out of bounds. He had a full foot on the other side of the baseline. Ajayi's going to shoot a pair of free throws for the Bulldogs. For Erikstrup, that's 4 personal fouls. Ajayi's first rattles home. Price will check in. That should be Lawan Watts, who he replaces. And Erikstrup's going to stay out there. Ajayi makes them both. Bulldogs have been really good at the free throw line tonight. And now they're pressuring in the backcourt. Price picks up his dribble, fires in the front court to Wynot. Now it's Price, the big man, at 25 feet. Ajayi comes out to pressure him, to Erickstrom. Starson has it now. It's defended at 25 feet on the right side. Wraps a pass to Isaiah Watts, who comes off the screen, hits a short little jumper. 66-46 as we go under 10 minutes to play. Nemhard across half court, screen from Huff at the top of the key. Gives it up to Hickman, back to Nemhard. Ryan defended by Erickstrom. Drives, kicks back out to Hickman. He'll penetrate. Bumped off balance, misses the shot. Rebound is knocked away from Wynot by Ajayi. Last touch by Mike. It's going to be Cougar basketball.
Nolan should have passed that one off. He's had a terrific game, 17 points, but he had Ajayi cutting from the weak side corner wide open.
Watts picks up his dribble to Price. Fires in the front court for Wynot. Starson has it now. Hickman will come up and pressure him again. Starson pushes off, spins, drives, and flips it off the glass. 66-48. Caleb Battle is going to get up off the bench. Nemhard brings it across half court. Zags have led by as many as 25. Under 9 minutes to play here in Pullman. They're up 66-48. Nemhard to Hickman, and Ryan's going to be called for a travel.
I hate that call. It's insequential or inconsequential to the play. I just hate that call. It's dumb. Right? He's just swinging the ball at 25 feet. And call around the rim when the other guys. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, geez.
Hickman checks out. Battle is in for him. Isaiah Watts, pass left side for Okafor, who's checked in. He's at the three-point line. Short pass. Starson has it. Trying to get around Battle. Knocked away from behind. Right in the hands of Okafor. Spins to his left and scores it off the glass. Coach Pugh wants a timeout. It's 66-50 with 8:32 to play. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here in Pullman. Bud Light, proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So the Cougs have scored 6 straight points. And the last 90 seconds, they've made their last 5 field goal attempts. The Bulldogs haven't scored from the field in about 4 minutes. So Coach Pugh will take time to slow things down here a little bit. Gonzaga women in action tomorrow at home. And then they have senior day on Saturday. It's going to be a busy day at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Noon tip, senior day for the Gonzaga women. 5 o'clock tip, senior night for the Bulldogs. It'll be Wynot, Okafor, Starson, Price, and Watts. That's Isaiah Watts on the floor for the Cougs, who are going to pressure the inbound pass from Dusty Stromer. Stromer baseline to run. He does. Bounces it in to Nemhard. 66-50 is the Gonzaga advantage. Nemhard with a left-handed dribble into the offensive end. Gives it up left sideline for Stromer. Brings it back out top. Left side pass Battle. Quick bounce for Huff. Spins. Shot a little bit too strong. Starson with the rebound. Brings it into the front court, and Nemhard's going to be called for a body bump. And that'll be the 17th foul on the Bulldogs. Coach Pugh's going to bring in Ike and Inocente.
Hey, you got to call that every time.
Ike in for Huff, Inocente in for Stromer. Starson to the line.
1-1 time.
First free throw is no good. Ike rebounds. Okafor pushes him in the back. Will play on. Graham with another board. He is 12th of the game. Battle with the ball for the Bulldogs on the far sideline. Gets a screen from Ike. Dribbles to the top of the key. Passes back to Inocente. Looking down low. It's not there. Ajayi out top. Mike fakes right. Drives left on Price. He's cut off. Bounces for Ike. Ike is tied up and then tries to grab the ball. Isaiah Watts stripped it away, and Graham lost it out of bounds. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to play in our basketball game. Gonzaga's lead has been trimmed to 16. It's 66-50. We're back right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Zags built a 25-point lead about 4 minutes into the second half. Washington State has now cut it to 66-50 with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Mo, the Bulldogs have gotten a little bit loose with the basketball here. 4 turnovers over the last 4 minutes or so. The Cougs just kind of hanging around.
Yeah, we need to bear down and get some good shots on target and try to extend this lead. It's getting, obviously still 16-point lead, but Washington State can get it under 9, then it can get really dicey. So we need to have some better possessions offensively.
A little confusion here as everybody was in the Cougs offensive end, but it's Washington State ball off the Ike turnover. The Price will inbound on the baseline. The Bulldogs show that full court pressure. Bounce into Isaiah Watts. Back over to Price. For Watts again. Now Price in the front court. Starson has it. Defended by Nemhard. 40 feet from the basket. Starson can't shake free. Hands it off to Price with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Big man dribbles it once, hands it off to Isaiah Watts. Gets a screen from Price. Pulls up, fires a deep 3. Back iron, no good. Wynot flies in and grabs the rebound. Stripped away from him by Ajayi. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougs, I believe, off of Okafor. Now, Wynot flew in out of nowhere to grab that rebound, but Ajayi with a nice play to strip it away. Ajayi to the bench with 8 points, 3 rebounds. Bulldogs inbound and Nemhard as we approach 7 minutes to play in the game. Gonzaga leading 66-50. Craig on for Ajayi. Nemhard pounds it between the circles. Here's a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Washington State, and the official is telling everybody to settle down a little bit. Why not called for the hold on Battle? And Achente to inbound, gets it into Ike. Ike left wing going to work on Okafor. Here comes a triple team. It was stripped away. Luckily for the Zags, kicks out of the hands of Nemhard. Now to Battle in the near corner. Achente back out to Battle. 9 seconds to shoot. Battle fires it out to Nemhard. Ryan driving on Okafor. Cut off. Left elbow jumper a little bit too strong. Fight for the rebound. Ike had his hands on it. He's got it surrounded by Cougs. And he's going to get a timeout.
Jeez.
There's triple team down there. And bodies all tangled up. The Zags will keep possession of the basketball. I believe this will be a 30-second timeout called by the Bulldogs. Gonzaga's going to have the ball. They'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock. Well, it's Zag fans versus Coug fans in Northern Quest Winning Colors Challenge. Get your Gonzaga Campus Rewards card and play for the Zags. The fan base with the most points wins $10,000 for their program. Details at northernquest.com. Bulldogs have missed their last 4 from the field. They haven't scored for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And Cougs, again, shot it well here. 5 of the last 6. Still, though, a 16-point lead for Gonzaga.
Let's see if we can get a baseline OB. Lead to a good shot.
Nemhard, Hickman, and Achente, Ike, and Gregg for the Bulldogs. Why not Thrustarsson, Isaiah Watts, Okafor, and Price for Washington State. Nemhard to inbound on the baseline. Lobs it into Ike on the left wing. Pass out to Hickman, gets a screen from Gregg, shoots a 3, and buries it.
Big shot.
Nolan Hickman with 20 points tonight. The Bulldogs lead us back to 19. Going to silence the Pullman crowd here. Thrustarsson dribbles out top. Gives it up to Okafor, gets it right back. Dribbling with the left hand, cut off, kicks out to Watts. Thrustarsson again. Trying to drive the left hand. Innocente forces the pass over to Wynot. Is 3. Boy, hits the rim, pops straight up in the air, and rattles home. How many of those have we seen against the Zags this year?
That's a ton of them.
69-53. They have no business going in the basket. Wynot, his first bucket of the game. Cuts it to 69-53. Under 6 minutes to play. Nemhard gets a screen from Ike. Dribbbles to his right. Picks it up. Short pass to Gregg at three-point line now for Hickman in front of the GU bench. Hickman drills back out to the three-point line. 6 seconds to shoot. Over to Nemhard. Clock down to 3. Nemhard penetrates, spins, shoots. Nope. It's going to be a shot clock violation. He was in the air. Thought he was going to shoot it, but tried to throw a pass.
Defenders recovered late, so I think that was pretty good defense by Washington State instead of a poor decision.
Cougs with the ball, trailing by 16. Watts to Price out top. Price picks up his dribble. Passes in the far corner. Why not? Back out to Price. Big man, quick 3. Won't go down. Ike had his hands on the rebound. Knocked away from behind. Cougs come away with it. Thrustarsson. Over to Watts. Watts driving. Fakes a jumper. Misses. Ball's tipped out to Price. Wide open. That 3 won't go down. Okafor offensive rebound. That won't go down. Ike has his hands on the rebound, and finally a whistle.
Another Coug miss. Jeez.
Man, oh man.
Price has really struggled against us. He was terrible up there. What is he, 1 for 5 right now?
He was 1 for 4 up there for 2 points.
Yeah,
he's so 2 for 9 now.
Us, and then
it's a wide open look out there.
Wide open. I mean, he had to check the wind, the humidity, everything on that catch. Short.
Nemhard walks it into the offensive end. Gives up to Hickman coming off the screen to Ike. Shot rejected. It's out of bounds. Will be Gonzaga basketball. Coach Pugh telling Graham to settle down. Graham said, I'm fine. Zags will inbound with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Thrustarsson and Price head to the bench. Lawan Watts and Erikstrup check back in for the Cougs. Nemhard looking to get it in. Passes out to Innocente between the circles. Right side for Hickman. Ike calls for it. Can't get it there. Out to Gregg. Now left side Nemhard. 6 seconds to shoot. Nemhard driving off the glass. It's good, but a whistle first.
I didn't even hear the whistle.
I didn't either. Everybody just stopped.
Yeah, I was like, oh, a nice shot.
16 fouls on the Cougs. Nemhard quickly inbounds to Ike. Out top for Hickman. Another 3 for Nolan. Rattles home. 23 big ones for Nolan, who turns and barks at the fan who was giving him the business on the sideline. Nolan one off of his career high at 24 at 72-53. We approach 4 minutes to play here in Pullman. Nemhard steals the pass. He's on the run. Lawan Watts the beat. Leaves it for Ike trailing. He's pushed in the back by Okafor, and Graham's going to shoot 2 free throws. Ike to the line. Now they're going to get Watts on the foul. I thought they got Okafor. And Okafor with a just two-arm push in the back as Graham was going up for that layup, but they got Watts on the front side of that, so his third. Graham's first rattles home. Ben Gregg to the bench. Mike Ajayi back in. Graham's second free throw is all net. 74-53, the lead back to 21. Ike, 14 points, 13 rebounds. Okafor out top. Back up big man, hands it off to Lawan Watts. Bulldogs sag off. He shoots a three and hits. And Coach Few is not happy.
Oh, it's miscommunication. It can't happen. I know we got an 18-point lead, but wide open three.
Lawan Watts has carried the offensive load, given 19 on 7 of 13 shooting. Nemhard, left sideline pass to Hickman. Skips it over right side to Ike. Hands it off to Nemhard. Bounce to Ajayi. Three-point line in Achente. Left side of the floor to Nemhard. Coming off an Ajayi screen. Fires the three and hits. Bulldogs heating up from behind the line here in the second half. The lead is back to 21. And in the front court. Watts gives it up to Erikstrup out top. Back to Watts underneath the basket. Dribbles away from Ike. Spins back. Shot up is good. 77-58. We're under 3 to play. Nemhard walks it across the timeline. Beautiful no look for Ike. Graham couldn't handle it. Boy, Ryan was staring Hickman down. They all thought they were going to throw it to him at the three-point line. Ike slipped into the basket, just couldn't hang on. Graham going over to Ryan and saying, sorry, buddy, cost you one there.
Yeah.
2:46 to play here in Pullman. Gonzaga has that lead back up to 77-58, a 19-point advantage. Back for the final 2:46 after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back in Pullman, where the Bulldogs lead 77-58. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field. Well, at First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. Officials having a conversation. Second straight time coming out of the timeout. Nobody knew what was happening. It's Washington State ball off the Ike turnover. Calmise walks into the front court as he's returned. Haven't seen him for a while. Gives it up right side. Lawan Watts, defended by Ike at the three-point line. The crossover move, gets to the baseline, cut off by Ajayi. Looked like maybe he rolled his left ankle. They get it away. Starson has it now. 5 seconds to shoot. To Calamise. Dribbles to his left. Pulls up, fires a three over Ike. It's no good. Ajayi has the rebound for the Bulldogs. Not sure you need to use 30 seconds, trailing 77-58.
No, great defense by Ike on Calamise.
It's missed the three. Here come the Zags. Hickman looking Ike in the paint. Gets around the defender. It's Harston who fouls Ike. Graham finishes and he'll head to the free throw line.
Good pass by Nolan. This one feels good, Huddy. I know it's $1:59 left, but
yes, it does.
It's quiet down this little deal we got going down here in the Palouse. Beautiful area, but we know basketball.
Students starting to make their way towards the exits. These are the ones who stuck around. Graham's free throw back.
Yeah. Hit the top and get in.
Drops. 80-58. Graham's had another good night against the Cougs.
Hey, what has he got? Let's see. 17, yeah.
17 and 13, boards,
yeah.
14 boards. Starson with the little Euro step gets to the rim.
That's the problem. I gotta zoom in. I did get a subscription for glasses, and I still haven't gone in and turned it in. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it happens.
I know. I finally got an eye exam for the first time in years. But also, I feel like they're going to say you need glasses every time. So I'm like, right?
5 seconds shooting. Emard refuses the screen. Pull up jumper right wing wouldn't go down. Inocente flies and grabs the board. Kicks it out to Ike. Fakes the three. Drives. Leaves it for Ajayi. Two-handed flush. And the Bulldogs lead is 22. We approach 1 minute to play here in Pullman. Starson drives. Hands it off to Erikstra. Kick out to Isaiah Watts, who sticks the three. 82-63. We have 55 seconds to play here in Pullman. Nemhart dribbling it out. Gives it up right side. Hickman gets a screen from Ike. Drives baseline. Leaves it for Ajayi. Left wing jumper. Rattles home for Mike. Wonder if Nolan's aware that he's one off his career high. Had an opportunity to jumper, but pass it up.
I would have been.
Another solid game for Ajayi. 10 points, 4 rebounds. Calamise driving, and Inocente flips it off the glass. Wouldn't go down. Give Ajayi 5 rebounds. He'll bring it up the floor across the timeline and dribble it down. 10 seconds on the clock. And the Bulldogs are going to enjoy a season sweep of Washington State. There's a horn, and that'll do it. Bulldogs lead by as many as 25 in the second half, and they go on to knock off Washington State 84-63. Bulldogs picking up their 12th win in 15 West Coast Conference games. They improved to 21-7 overall. Washington State, meanwhile, 16-12, has dropped 7 of 8 league contests. We've got a quick break. Post-game coverage coming your way from Pullman after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from their field.
At Western National